to have that numerical advantage over nations.
Emmanuel Nete, former Kotoko player, surging forward, gets the first free kick of the game.
Christopher Nate is one of the best fullbacks, especially surging forward. So Kotoko must try to find a way to handle him. He's their former player and he knows how to play against them, especially at this crucial stage of the league. And he's been convincing. It's so impressive to watch.
Christopher Nate. Feeling the pain so far. Playing against Kotoko. He knows the in and out of Kotoko.
The last game they played at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, Kotoko lost by 2-0. Nafiu Suleiman and also
You know what the best part about using the Stopbox Pro is that it's so easy to get into. You don't have to worry about any batteries or locks, and the best part is it's buy one get one free.
match to play against Christopher Nati.
It looks to be physical in the early stages of the game. Christopher Nate getting the knocks in this early stage. Prince Badu. This is comfortable for Frederick Kasari.
Nations are having one of the best centre backs pair. Who alongside anybody he's been partnered with. And Oko Gripman partnering this afternoon. And they've been interesting to watch.
Here comes Kotoko with Emmanuel Anchi. Good display by the silky midfielder Peter Amiduakwa for Kotoko to Emmanuel Anchi. Anchi loses possession, but good control with the chance from Samba Onel. Asiedu. Back to Patrick Asiedu. Kotoko keeps the ball in play. Justice play. This is in Timenu. Kotoko with some beautiful football in the early stages of the game.
Adran Ajeti alongside Patrick Asiedu, these are attacking-minded fullbacks. You can see them clearly influencing the game anytime they are trying to create overload from the wide. And it's so good. Nations FC are trying to put a lot of aggression to their game, yet to play to suit Emmanuel Ano and Fraser Chawati.
It has been a battle so far between Emmanuel Ano and Samba Onel.
Emmanuel Anchi is doing the needful. As the number 10 player, you must draw fouls for your team. But he's a bit soft, losing the ball often. He should improve upon his physicality.
With Kotoko's game against Bichim United at the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium, it was Baba Yaya in the starting 11 for Kotoko. Today, Prosper Nate Ogum looking for that creativity. He has decided to start the former Great Olympics player Emmanuel Anchi.
Kotoko are winless in their last 5 away games. They drew 3 and they lost 2. They've scored only 2 goals. They've conceded 6, so it tells you in away grounds they struggle to score in recent times. Also, they do concede a lot of goals. And their last game, they conceded 3 unanswered goals against Accra Lions, and that is a problem.
Free kick to Kotoko. Patrick Asiedu. You look at the back line of Nations FC. In the absence of Razak Simpson, it has been Oko Gripman. Michael Abrokwa and Samuel Osekufor. A 3-man back line for Nations FC. Kasim Mingil Okainte with a tactical work here.
Justice Blaze scored from such distance against Kando out of Lions. But this one, the option was a bit scrappy. But just like you said, the 3-back is working perfectly. And having Kufu alongside Oku Gripman.
Well, here comes Nations FC with Nafiu Sulemana. Corner kick. Kasim Mengelo Kainte.
Faisal Chawate is a threat. He's been off, especially from the first 6 minutes. But look at that threat alone. It tells you he's a dangerous player. 11 goals with 3 MVPs this season. It's a gem.
Nations FC. Team Menu gets the ball away for Kotoko. This season it has been Kofi Mensah for Nations FC in most of the games in post, but Robin Osman Sanon, the Burkina Faso international, played for Salitas FC in Ouagadougou. Here comes Faisal Chawate. Can this be the first goal? Side netting. Dangerous player by all standard. Just look at the frustration of his coach, Kasim Mingilo Kainte. Nations FC with some beautiful football.
Adran Ajete must be cautious about the customer he's handling. He's very quick, difficult to handle, and he's having that pressing ability. And you don't have to be sluggish against such a player.
Kotoko driving forward with Peter Amidou Aqua. Still, Aqua puts in that cross. Albert Amua. What a chance for Kotoko. What a game we are witnessing so far. Albert Amua nearly getting the first goal for the Porcupine Warriors.
No, Albert failed to have a perfect half turn before receiving the ball. So before turning, the angle was narrowed by the goalkeeper. So no option than to target the far angle, which was also tight. Look at that. He turned very fast back. The angle was closed entirely by the goalkeeper.
Nafiu Sulemana for Nations. This is Abrokwa. Good control by Richard Danso. Gripman. Long one trying to locate Christopher Nate. Christopher Nate went surging forward. Very dangerous against his former team.
Richard Danso supposed to be adding that creativity, supplying Nafiu Sulemana and also Faisal Chawate, but he's not been effective in the game so far.
Sadiq loses possession. This is Amwa. To Peter Amidou Aqua. This is Kotoko. Kotoko wanted the corner kick. But the decision is a goal kick.
Peter Amidou is up in his game. And it's a plus because he's been influential from the past 2 actions. No wonder they are targeting attack.
Abrokwa from Nations. Good control by Patrick Asiedu. Here comes Kotoko. Miscommunication between 2 Nations FC players results in Raymond Oko Gripman on the floor receiving treatment.
That was pure miscommunication. And they're supposed to improve upon that because Kotoko are finding players in between the lines. The moment you allow them spaces, you can cause troubles.
The last 5 games for Nations FC. Young Apostles came here, defeated Nations FC 2-1. Vienna Stars also got a 1-0 victory here. Emmanuel Mafo with that goal and has been voted as the goal of the month. So beating Nations FC this season at the Abrankase is not a difficult task. Kotoko, if efforts are being put in, can't do that. Corner kick for Kotoko.
I love the entire positional play between Albert Amwa and Pizza Amiduakwa. You know, Amwa can operate as a winger, and anytime the ball is being sent wide, you see him trying to create that central space for Amidu to run in, just for him to take advantage of the wide areas, and they've won a corner kick from that perspective.
Patrick Asiedu delivers the cross. Good header out. Emmanuel Anchi with that poor long-range strike.
Emmanuel Anchi, he scored from such a distance against Young Apostles. No Boise. But since then, he's been struggling to find his scoring boot. But this afternoon, in place of Baba Yaya, means he's worked a lot in the training grounds.
So far, this is Emmanuel Ano for Nations FC. Good save by Frederick Asari. And the rebound, comfortable one for the goalkeeper. Not able to handle it the first time. But on the second attempt, Frederick Asari saves Kotoko from that pressure.
Having Emmanuel Ano alongside Fraser Chawote, these are two devastating players. And he's having experience in the league. Emmanuel Ano, he played 5 seasons for Bechim before joining Nations FC, and in 12 games he's having 3 goals. He scored against Karela, Pasika Holy Class, and Samatex. This man wearing a maternity shirt for the home side. He is very, very dangerous, and he came as an instant hit for the home side this season.
And Team Menu's pass was a poor one, intercepted by Nations. This is Abrokwa trying to locate Emmanuel Ano. This is Ano from Nations FC. Very silky combination with Faisal Chawate. That's a great goal! What a goal! Nations FC have taken the lead against Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Power through your projects with a John Deere compact utility tractor from Atlantic Tractor. Built tough, built smart, and built ready to work. And right now, choose between 0% financing or huge cash savings on select new in-stock models. Want a 1025R with a loader and mower deck? Our Weekend Warrior package is now $2,500 off for cash. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 84 months. So stop on by to find the ideal package and payment option that works best for you. Atlantic Tractor. We live it.
Beautiful, fantastic strike by Osandad. Nice. Nafiu Sulemana scored against Kotoko in the first round. He has done that again against the same opponent today. What a strike! Goal of the season contender, Nafiu Sulemana. Nations FC 1, Kotoko 0.
The angle Emmanuel Mafo scored from against the same Nations, that is where Nafu Sulemana took advantage of, and the goalkeeper at least expected such drive from this young man. And don't forget, the last game they played, prior to this game, you could see he scored the first goal around the 31st minute. And just watch that. He got a time, the space. And look at that technique. The goalkeeper could not anticipate such a ball from that wide angle. And Frederick Asari beat into it. Back to back, they've always taken the lead. The last game at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, they scored the first goal. And they eventually won that game. This afternoon, the same thing happened over here.
Nafiu Suleimana took Frederick Asari by surprise. Prosper Nate Ogum and his side behind here at the Brankase. He needs to work the wonders to get his team back in the game and possibly get a winning goal. But high-spirited Nations FC are flying. Samba O'Neill. Patrick Asiedu for Kotoko. Saiku Ford to his goalkeeper.
Just like I said prior to this game, Kotoko struggled to prevent the opponent from scoring, especially in their last few away games they've played. And it is showing over here. That was a perfect strike from Nafiu Suleimana.
It has been a ding-dong affair. The goal has erupted the fans. Kotoko needs to reset. And of course, they've done that through their goalkeeper. Now here it's Patrick Asari. Patrick Asiedu loses possession. Emmanuel Ano, good control. Richard Danso, free kick for Nations.
Emmanuel Ano is a very silky player on the ball. A typical press resistant alongside Richard Danso. And they are just causing a lot of troubles. Former player for Wafa, Eden Stars, and this season he's having a goal, and that was against Vichy. Richard Danso, very silky.
The idea was a perfect one, but Christopher Nate not able to reach that one. Kotoko looks jittery after conceding that spectacular strike. Nations FC currently, if the score remains this way, it will move up to 51 points.
Kotoko once again are losing the midfield battle. In team Menu alongside Justice Blay are not giving that shield enough. And Jimaro Lantry cannot give a lot of offensive contributions. But at this point, Nations are picking gradually from all departments. The centre back pair has been solid. The midfield influencing the game the more. The wingers are devastating. Kotoko have a lot of things to do.
Who told you the league title is between Kotoko and Bibiani Gold Stars? Nations FC have announced themselves as a title contender.
10 wins this season for Kotoko in a way. But this time, they are trailing.
Emmanuel Mp not getting the foul. This is Ntimenu with a true pass to Amwa. This is Albert Amwa. Albert caught offside.
That was a brilliant pass from Ntimenu. And a perfect first touch from Albert Amwa, but it's one offside.
Kotoko looking for a swift response in the first half. Their energy level is up. Matching Nations FC. A cycle forward with a long one. Free kick to Kotoko.
The last time they played here, it was 2-2, and that day Intimenu unfortunately scored an own goal for the home side. That's in their favor.
20 minutes gone. Nations FC up by a goal against Kotoko. Nafiu Suleimana with that spectacular strike. Michael Abrokwa takes the throw. Albert Amwa with a header. Back to Rabin Osman Sanon. Robin Osman Sanon, the goalkeeper for Nations FC, a former Salitas FC player in Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso.
What Kotoko should do at this point is just to calm down, control their adrenaline level, because trying to get that quick equalizer is creating a lot of spaces for Nations to exploit.
Well, the goal scorer is here. Nafiu Suleimana. Richard Danso.
Oh, Carrera, I wish I know first 11. Only this and they are possible. I mean, just say, I wish I know not to up to Karim, a goalkeeper or the pony, Edima. Carrera United, Samsung, Brantebro, Gariba, Fraser, Ejimo, Edimamo, and a person of Brantebro, Fatal, Mohammed, Abdul, former of Hearts of Folk player, and Osha Ekati, Boko, Carrera United. Sakano Edison, come on, Jibril Nurudin, after Yasu, Ibrahim, Abdul Ibrahim Yaya, after Mohammed Sakri, Kabiru, Alhassan, Fatal, Mohammed, Alhassan, Atemu, one of the Mukasem.
102.7
Canada United was in Ube Kemun so our hand there. Sana lineup no et is a Messi Carrera lineup no so the more their Carrera Nasiru Abdullah Karim Mohammed Abubakar after Garba Faisal Abdul Latif Jibril Nuruddin Diasu Ibrahim after Abdul Rahim Yaya Mohammed Sakri Abdullah Kabiru Alhassan and after Zabrante Bruno Alhassan Atemu when I'm not to do Papa Moke Emma Carrera Bibia Ekosu Edimana our house of Benjamin Sorry Ejinemo Ejimoma after Zabrante Emmanuel Mankwa Ejin Governor says to be credit yardom Samuel Amufa, Rafael Fonta, set or say, after so a man, a branch I in front of. Come na party, or no man, and I'm only way, when the man to do about Etima has a football gonna be a boy at the morning, you're a freaky car, and never bought any Florence Acas of a goalkeeper, I in front of. Apply not zero edge upon the chair of a poor and temple so I look at your brand in front of Mohammed Fatah Mohammed from our father folk was probably about 15 or just Saki between a Copana, Kinta Mountain on House of Folk, crossing the between Abana, nice one, Carolina United, oh, baby, Ibrahim and everybody back. Bakunyesa, Ibrahima, or Jabba nice one, 1-2-9-1, that's all, but I just here. A goalkeeper can come from a cross accountable. A goalkeeper can come from a cross accountable. Benjamin Sara Copa Bonabetco.
Oh, Iripa FM 100.7.
Benjamin Sari. Sorry.
Vacation starts with VA. Virginia is for all kinds of lovers. So no matter if you're into city vibes or love to get a little more outdoorsy, find comfort in the classics or getting out of your comfort zone. Virginia brings the best of all worlds into yours. Whatever you love, you'll love it here in Virginia. Come see for yourself.
We say anybody come back to Minister. We say beautiful control. You just want to Hussein Mohammed is him. You just want to Hussein Mohammed is him.
Kotoko ni holding midfielders. Also, Ogum is known for defensive midfielders. About 6 Mienu. Misha no na ha Kotoko. Because next Bobo ni nyina, ohodi bo ni nyina sin Kotoko. Ana boss the one ni tia, the more Oma opponent Bobo no bebre no. Now onya confidence. So there's a high possibility say go betimi aba. It's the answer Kotoko yes say answer betimi so ahodi bo ni bi. Because one hodi bo ni bi dia, next Bobo ni nyina.
Uga Kotoko ed, Kotoko ni has bo ed.
Nobody but somebody yesu a edu be koye me sana me hu no nobody edin na the supporters crowd be catch up crowd na nya asem ketwa eti Kotoko ni has in the nobody nation players ya omubo nsem mo yi ebetimi ashoke so ba Kotoko pro timi mboshe ti body sanity
Blaster player no gobi
there be omobi o ambobi
Asemo. I didn't know.
Ana ezo so hu say see a pitch we city no.
Waje corner.
See a pitch we city no. Me hu say
pitch Risha.
Esha ano omunim so boss Kotoko. So just see how team say some of the ball in and flanks wa. Omutimi use Kotoko players the pa because ma batch.
No already na kasa no. Coach now on Accra Lions coach no waka say bi bank of Africa o say Asante Kotoko omo race no mienu no obi anu a ofa ho he no kre
me ne ya adi
o say race no mienu no bo ofa ho anu say be so
ende ya mpa
o say nyanya
omotere no ball ni do nimbo Patrick Asie
so the week better study Kotoko o study we
omutu ni de nka de we pra no ho dia Debbie also mu Kotoko 2 kofa ni free break Chelsea ono ni ball ni bopa
boy kokuru bi no
Debbie a me be hwe ni ball no maka Aziz Ansa the ball na Aziz Ansa pepe ball ndo ni bopa ba Patrick Asie du na overdo ni dosu ojinu di so ni ball ni bo je okona ni mo iti na na man for fan eti say we obi our steady Kotoko asha we the ball ni 4-2 and 3-1 na ubenya go in temper because Kotoko 4-5 there be a compact so many ball no ball titru me bu same dia player of the season senke be chiche mpa dia anka best defender and yenya bondu ba bia anka banka de be ma omo foreigner no oni ball ni ball papa samba no e ba cha
pa aso ko nya pa e collect pa dia anka ba na ka bia
oh ko e Ghana ni kura anka enya won senke be friend Black Star because on ocean the composure the passes reading of the game be perfect on point anu bi na ya ye nipa esibe ade a somebody BTS be awareness
aso ene ta house so bo
Continental Club Masters yeah bo
asem
me come to
oni mo no bo o you good pa ai o you good papa o nya obi a o you good e ka no ho a eno
ti said any nyina can also access game they say Kotoko ntimi penetrate
anyway problem free here for where dey
because omo no o say obo ayo holders for me sorry obo defensive midfielders for me eti ano sa no also bo an defensive midfield obechi ball no owi anu pass but ka wunya obi otimi hold the ball ni check akra watimi am penetrating passes no ebi ni Kotoko sesi a the obo 10 no ono aya no slow ati ase aha ti dey ha Kotoko ni say oni holders sesi a
Drio, the #1 tower fan brand. Unleash max airflow with the next-gen brushless DC motors. Go up to 40 feet with powerful long-reach airflow. Experience ultra-quiet air comfort with higher energy efficiency. Choose Drio, the #1 tower fan brand.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, muy happy. Born now, muy happy.
I don't know. Should I speak to you?
Oh, well, you don't speak key.
I do.
You speak key. Speak later for me.
Yes. I would say I'm happy. Just that I'm not happy. I'm not happy with Kotoko, the way they are playing, but it's okay.
I will think you're going to
For now, yes.
Oh, but Bona, I say, no. Who will say, where house another? Where house another?
Nenya Mubia.
Over here again. Tiasha Koroko. Hey, Sana, I'll take a comment to Okayado. And Tiasha Koroko.
They say, may I against Asian nations, but Kotoko is not playing well.
Who's a Koroko?
No, not at all. It's like
Sana,
I answer, I want to chim on the Mutua. I don't know what is happening.
Now, they say nations almost leading 2 goals. Like, we are surprised.
I'm not surprised because Michelle last week Kotoko match, you know. I realized that the papa been a Kotoko form better than Bessa. You get?
Once someone can make a league, we are into the possible.
Where? Now more on the party because as if one Kotoko side, I know more but on the other side now, it's the way I almost see Bob on it. I say, Nation FC for no me is serious but for me, who seriousness be our
all life, Coco TVGH, you for the black, our life, Coco TV, all life, Coco TVGH, I'm a moment here. Coco TVGH, all life, now, recording before air carry. Make her follow, so I can say, Coco, guys, you're more papa. Now, only now, Waliana, about Sabuko YouTube. But you and I win the moon also now. You will be your
they ever happen to me.
Why come out Seattle? Open Yampa, the mama her for behind you. Okay, it's about Germany and US. YouTube new way in so. Okay, it's all forward. Germany, US, then I'll pay.
US.
US. Okay, US. No, scaffolding before. The fellow saying, was scaffolding before. I didn't say no scaffolding before. Your first say New York. And no go California. And I'm beside what we saw. New Jersey. Me now phone for. E would the end carpet.
They were serious.
The batch I don't know to there.
Mentor and their back
Calcula. Oh, okay. It's a week or so over 2 free 1 year is over to me, so I don't know about
055 2564 989.
What am I doing?
055 2564 989.
I'm an how maybe I should be able to be a stand go for. Maybe I know the obesity out there on YouTube. Unim. Maybe I bet you also the nation FC boss. What else? Calcula company and Cassandra no more. Oh, okay. It's Uko school. Kumasia higher now. What are free? Kumasia.
Me wa Abepo Junction.
Now if I put a room.
Me free Jachi Pramso.
Jachi Pramso. Hey, ain't it a whole fee? Jachi Pramso for guys. I'm whole fee here, pa. It's now YouTube. It's I was for you're beautiful guys. Now what's what you're doing?
Be a lawyer.
What's it? Where are they?
Be a lawyer.
Huh?
Lawyer.
We are lawyer. I didn't put it to you. Lawyer. It's here about your friend saying over a high court when you are baby. Oh, okay. It's Uko KUS.
Macha.
And I'll call you.
Uko KUS.
lawyer no. It is a more case of a bit of my own. Hey, lawyer the whole for we are. We are so good. Yes, one more beer, but what do you pow? I may have a moment. Lawyer pow, lawyer and one for some. One for lawyer said, I don't know any money, and I said, I want to come up. I said, we're so slow. My home, I'm not so home for more. Some women, no, go for a round. Let me tell you. Eti, say, Korokofoibi, that's all for us, a lawyer. Over Tiasi. For no office, no more.
If I'm so public, sir. Hey, random people, 772. Hey, random people, my friend from the
office line. What makes you friend for you? I said, if you're
0554 65 1992.
Okay, I'm no man, no, dear man. What I said first, but no one who consider the Faku. Was so person we are some of the Fabra. No one knew Mount. And when you're there with the court to the end worker, Mr. Ramo, when you're more than Mongra, Mr. Ramo. I don't know my today. Now, my Coca-Cola, they have acquired them. When you acquire them, maybe a fraud or acquire them, which me would have. Now, I have force to work with the best time, baby. Aye, it's your private side in Koboy. I was my police. Now, what is it? I don't know what was up. They say, I'm probably in the class. I said, I said, Ghana football. Say to the guy, say, share. I bet someone your chance. But you mean I'm also offside. No, but when offside clean, magical. Anytime Ghana football, no, you can say SN. SN better than me, maybe Cheska, I bet that's a very good. So what did they make you? And the ball, I saw money be fair. Now, Obia was a senior bono. Now, Obia, I don't crowd on them, what you offside. But what you offside, but you know, them no, what you offside. So what you saying? Coco TV is over there. Mama should be a say, most subscriber. I didn't cover no, who say yes. And you have a team, Coco TV on Coco TV GH, and you have a part of way. And to subscribe and cover. Now, when you be Sama, you be Sunabi. About your head, Fakam, and Hawaii, Fakam. And you Baba Tikano, your Baba Tikano, the catch now to shoot you and you Baba Tikano. The canoe, Coco TV. So, what can I say? Yes, the ball in there. That ball to share the refugee ball. Second body again. So, what's your saying? Yeah, they say, I don't know, I'm going to say, about you and come very good about the Vatican so more. And I walk you outside goal. So, what I say? By still, they'll be ready. I am about feeding the body. A GF 40 years, what TV? You have 40 years now. I'm only the room spare refuge. Next, I almost said to refuge, Papa. And my refuge to me, Capra. Where the refuge, Bokwa, Undu, I better not let me. Oh, no, almost 88 chat, put off one. And I said, Bobo, refuge to me. It's me so. So, yeah, they for Coco TV before. I'm not the GF 40. I'm on share, no money day. I'm on Premier League, no, and you come out.
Since the days of Baba Yara, it's been there. Ghana Premier League is back again. Since the days of Shamoko, it's been
as a protocol, very good on consider and not just chat to second goal, one way the other, but Washington, no meet me, can be sad as a new go. Oh. Very good. What I say, but you know, who say I get it. I get the ball now, no ball in there. That's the reason why coach Nama Harris were bomb. What I say, didn't visit Harris Ukabano. Can you maybe a second go? I quite not go out. No ball, you know, and you don't talk about it. Is all you're the fair. Referee panel, that's all you're the fair. Minimum baby. Because my ball, my new ball, a charge since 1978. Yeah. Oh, man, Prof. Kotoko, Kotoko, yeah, Kotoko.
In the first half, it has been Nafiu Sulemana tormenting Kotoko, coupled with Emmanuel Ano. Nations FC 2, Kotoko 0. We are back underway for the second half. The fans of the Porcupine Warriors are optimistic that they can do the comeback. The silky play of Nations FC, teamwork orchestrated by this man, Kasim Mengelo Kanse, formerly of Bechem United, now with Nations FC. Kotoko to make early substitution in the second half. Kudos to this Nation FC side. Understanding, organization, competitiveness, determination has downed this man's team. Prosper Nata Ogum lost by 3 goals against Accra Lions. We've done 45 minutes. He's down here by 2 goals. Fernando Wisdom Basse is being introduced by Prosper Natogum. Peter Amidu Akwa taking off. So an early substitution in the second half for Kotoko. An attacking substitution. Wisdom Fernando Bassi came on against Bechem United at the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium, and that little cameo with the help of Samuel Tinedu turned the game on its head. Kotoko got the equalizing goal from the spot kick against the Hunters. Today they are down by 2 goals. Can Fernando Bassi inject that pace and clinical finishing into this lackluster Kotoko side? Nations FC have by far been the better team in the first half. The goals speak for them.
At this point, Kotoko should be mentally tough not to give the game away, because the moment they try to lose concentration, the more Nations are going to put the game to bed. Having faced Ote, who's just hoping for another goal to his name. Emmanuel Ano, alongside Nafiu Sulemana, had a real deal in the first half.
Here comes Ano for Nations FC. Can this be the 10th goal? Great defensive work by Kotoko. Still, Nafiu Sulemana for Nations FC. Nations FC. What a game they are having this afternoon against Kotoko. This could have been the sucker punch. Getting the third goal very early in the second half would have put the game to bed.
Yeah, of course. And defensively, Kotoko are not watertight. And a lot of spaces for the opponent to exploit. And we saw same signature poor defending against Bicham United. It revealed against Accra Lions. And the same over here. Take away Samba O'Neill, who individually is stepping up in terms of organization, in terms of adding compactness. Kotoko are behind in defense.
Henry Kwabiansu been introduced in the first half. Alongside this man, Samba O'Neill. That is the defensive partnership for Kotoko. Michael Sefa, the right side. Patrick Asiedu at the left side. Very solid defenders still. Kotoko feeling the pressure from this nation side. Asiedu putting the cross. Easy for Robin Osman.
It's not the amount of crosses you can put in, but to be able to find a target man in the box. Looking at Albert Amos' height alongside Sami Kufuor and also Oko Gripman. It will be difficult for Albert to dominate the crosses.
Patrick Asiedu. Emmanuel entry for Kotoko. Now this is Intimenu. This could have been a goal for Kotoko. Andrews Intimenu. What exactly was he thinking?
Indecisiveness from Intimenu at that point. You know, hungry players will try the options. But he lacked that decision making at that specific point. Whether he was passing or he was shooting, you cannot see it rightly.
Kotoko having come from behind to win a league game since December 2023 when they defeated Legon Cities 3-1. So going down by a goal or two is difficult for Kotoko to come back since 2023. They are down by 2 goals here. Okainse Mingle for Nations FC. Good control. Ntimenu. Cheidramena for Kotoko. Sefa switches play, trying to locate Fernando Bassi, the second goal scorer, and not loses possession. Good play from Kotoko.
Once again, look at that pressing scheme from Nations FC. And Kotoko are circulating the ball, but they cannot progress it beyond the center back.
Fernando Bassi for Kotoko. A poor cross from the Nigerian.
If Kwame Poku was within the team, crosses can serve a lot of purpose. But just like I said, consider the height of Oko Gripman alongside Samuel Kufuor and how they dominate aerially. I think crosses can be the solution for Kotoko. They should find a way to create line splitting moment to get their goals or maybe shoot from distance.
You need a clinical finisher to get the cutbacks. Now here is Ano. Sadiq Al-Hassan with that strike. But off the bar. Quickly
Jumanola now doing all the dirty work. But Sadiq Al Hassan, it wasn't good enough.
Pamiansu. Anchi. Ntimanu for Kotoko, surging forward. This is Ntimanu. Free kick for Kotoko. Good pressure from Kotoko.
The pressure is good, but Kotoko can be consistent with the pressure. They easily collapse when the pressure is overturned. And that second goal came from a moment where Kotoko will focus on the attack. And when the oversight came through their way, they couldn't defend.
We've seen spectacular goals from free kicks this season in the Ghana Premier League. Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak. Patrick Asiedu loves scoring from the free kick. A great opportunity for Kotoko. To make it 2-1. Emmanuel Anchi, good save. Great goalkeeping. The reason why Robin Osman Sanon is the captain for Nations FC.
Perfect ball from Emmanuel Anchi. But again, the goalkeeper was up to the task. Well anticipated flick.
Can this be the goal for Kotoko? Kumasi Asante Kotoko up their game in the second half. Emmanuel Anchi, great strike and an equally good save from Robin.
This is top class goalkeeping, and he's been on top of issues this afternoon for the home side.
Blay puts in the pass for Amwa. Fernando calling for the ball. Amwa decides to locate Ntim Manu. Manu to Shea Jamena. It is Kotoko at the moment. Blay for Kotoko. Albert Amwa should have chosen Fernando Bassi Wisdom at the left side for that pass.
One thing Kotoko must understand is that nations are very solid, especially the rate at which they regroup in defense. So looking for spaces between the lines to spread is going to be difficult. So maybe just try something from behind. Because as you speak, a lot of men are always at the back, limiting spaces for the likes of Emmanuel Anchi.
Justice Blay. A long one trying to locate Fernando. The control from Anchi was a poor one, but still Kotoko in possession through Fernando Wisdom. Nations FC closing all the passing lanes. Kotoko finding it difficult to give that passes up front for the attackers to get their team back in the game.
It's really difficult. And from their last game evidence, it will be surprised if they fail to score because the attack is not looking lively.
Ntimanu. Kotoko has been on top in this second half. Here's Chei Dramina. Corner kick for Kotoko. Tactical instructions during the break from Prosper Nateogum is really depicting itself in the early stages of the second half.
The difference when it comes to the wing play for both teams is the fact that Nation Saves are having devouring, devastating wingers, whereas Kotoko wingers are not giving that mark it needs to threaten the opponent.
Nafiu Suleimana, Emmanuel Antwi classed with the first goal scorer of the game. As a result, free kick against Kotoko.
Nafiu Suleimana, formerly of Tamale City. Very good player, entertaining to watch. He's been decisive for Nations FC this season, and in big games, he do step up.
Good tackle. Nafiu. Abrokwa. Osaiku for Nations. Christopher Nate was looking for that ball from Osaiku 4. Henry Kwame Ansu. Watertight defense by Nations FC. Winning all the balls. Not giving room for Kotoko to exploit.
Their last game against Dreams here, Faisal Chawate scored around the 76th minute for Nations FC. So it tells you they can still score more in the second half. And Kotoko, not surprising because their last game against Accra Lions, they conceded 2 goals in the first half, the 19th minute and also the 40th minute. No wonder they are down, or they were down in the first half by 2 goals.
Baba Yaya and Isaac Minta to be introduced by Kotoko. Still, Kotoko needs creativity up front, and they need that goal poacher. Prosper Nateogum really wants to get something from this game, if possible a draw. You look at the substitutions.
At this point, you must throw more attacking players up front. But the fact of the matter is that the more you are trying to attack, the more Nations looks dangerous.
Christopher Nate has been a spirited guy this afternoon against his former club. The inspiration and motivation when playing against your former club is a different one. Emmanuel Antwi to be substituted out for Kotoko. Justice Blay also coming off. Baba Yaya and Isaac Minta replacing the 2 players.
Justice Blay in recent times is lacking that complete stamina, that full fitness. And at this point, Kotoko are playing without a tailor-made defensive base midfielder.
You look at the style of play of Nations FC. You see swift attacking play. Kotoko have Saka Dauda, who is absent from this game as a result of injury. Is that caliber of player to torment the Nations FC back line? Asiedu for Kotoko. Trying to locate Minta. Osaiku for with the header. Free kick to Kotoko. At a very advantageous position.
Albert Amwa, despite his low center of gravity, but the ability to contest and battle for every area ball is a plus. And he just won a free kick, very advantageous for Kotoko. But collectively in defense, you can see Kotoko having a lot of lapses. And also in midfield, anytime they are facing highly technical midfielders, the midfield collapses. With that game against Bechem United, Kofi Tumpoenko up their game and the midfield collapsed. And this afternoon we are seeing the same dimensions over here. But this is advantageous.
Henry Kwame Prosper Nate Ogum in disbelief from the resulting free kick.
Only power, no technique. And when you are chasing results and you've been awarded such advantageous free kick, you should have tried something interesting from that. Henry also should have done better, especially from this perspective. Because if nations are awarded such free kick within such crucial area, it's going to be dangerous.
Henry Kwame when Kotoko played against second division side, Accelerate FC in the FA Cup at the Baba Nyara Stadium, Henry Kwame got a goal from a free kick for Kotoko. Good control by Ntim. Ansu with that pass to Baba Yaya. Ntim Menu. Osaiku for with interception. Poor pass from Abrokwa. Now Kotoko in possession. Baba Yaya. Still, Baba Yaya. Good play from Kotoko. Fernando Bassi waiting for that pass. Finally, he gets it. Ntimanu to Baba Yaya. Fernando Bassi for Kotoko. Good defensive organization by Nations FC. Fernando flagged offside.
Yeah, of course. Just like I said earlier, trying to find spaces between the lines of Nations FC is something difficult because they are best in terms of regrouping. And Kotoko should try to, shoot from distance because penetrating is something difficult. But they will circulate the ball around and they are being pressed off. And they have to chase the game again.
Aside Nafiu Sulemana, Emmanuel Ano, I would say Rabin Osman Sanon, the goalkeeper from Nations FC, has performed wonderfully well this afternoon.
Of course, a lot of great saves just to keep Nations in the game. offside moment.
Former Salitas FC goalkeeper, a team based in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. Robin Osman Sanon.
Just like you said, Kotoko from a losing position since 2021 yet to win a game, and the evidence are speaking. And they do concede more in the first half, and the fact is that they struggle to come back from losing position.
Here comes Nations FC. Free kick to Nations FC. Sadiq Al Hassan wanted that one-time shot. The master tactician, Kasim Okainsemingo. Kotoko failed to score from a free kick moments ago. Nations FC have gotten themselves a free kick. Can that perfect execution happen here?
Watch it closely, and Sadiq Al Hassan face Al-Chawti with that dominance. It's really difficult because in terms of history, it was speaking in favor of Kotoko at this venue.
Sadiq Al Hassan carried out. Looks to be in pain, limping off. Things not working for Prosper Nate Ogum. Lost against Accra Lions. Losing here against Nations FC. With a total of 5 goals in these 2 games. 3 against Accra Lions. 2 here against Nations.
Proud to this game in 3 games against Nations FC. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have scored only 2 goals, whereas Nations with 5, and they've added 2, making it 7.
Faisal Chawate with that strike, but very calm for Frederick Asare. Grip Manoko with a header. Now here comes Baba Yaya.
Kotoko problem is being progressive. They can have the ball pass around the center circle, but again, they struggle to just make a mark up front. And it has really caused a lot of troubles because when you circulate around and fail to get progressive passes or progressive runs, all your possession is basic. Christopher Nate celebrating against his former team.
Fantastic performance by the former Kotoko defender. Cheering up the fans to make noise. They are here in their numbers. 70 minutes gone. 20 more to go. No problem for Robin Osman Sanon. And this man Okanti Mingle, Nations in comfortable lead.
14 clean sheets prior to this game, and he's chasing maybe the 15th one. Looking at how Kotoko are playing, no agency in attack. And let's not forget their last game against Accra Lions, after conceding first half 2 goals, they conceded another goal in the second half. And also Faisal Chawote against Dreams, he scored around the 76th minute. So the numbers are speaking, not just in favor of Kotoko.
Patrick Asiedu for Kotoko. Henry Ansu. Baba Yaya received the pass. Now here comes Fernando Basse for Kotoko. The idea was a good one. Henry Ansu loses possession to Emmanuel Ano for Bechem for Nations FC. Risky play from Henry Ansu.
I think the defenders are just sleeping, they must wake up. Who is covering up for the others' mess? And that is an issue. And that fall from somebody else, Henry Ansu, also with that time and space could not clear the mess.
The former Bechem United player Emmanuel Ano tormenting Kumasi Asante Kotoko, forcing Henry Kwame. Here he comes again. Emmanuel Ano already have scored a goal in this game. Faisal Chawete loses possession. He has been marked out today by the Kotoko defense.
Yeah, of course, he's the danger man, especially in terms of numbers.
Good performance by Emmanuel Ano.
I think the first half was Nafu Suleimana, though Ano was up to the game, but the second half it's all about team in attack, especially on the right side of Nations FC. Offensive transition.
Baba Yaya with a cross. A poor one from Baba Yaya.
Ever since that crucial move from Kim Faisal to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Baba Yaya is there to pay his dues for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
When it comes to goalkeepers, Nations FC can boast of the finest. In the early stages of the season, Kofi Mensah was among the goalkeepers with most clean sheets. This time around it is Rabin Osman Sanon, substitution for Nations FC. Sadiq Al Hassan is being replaced by Emmanuel Akase.
Sadiq Al Hassan, one of the experienced figures within Nations FC, 28 years, former Karela Dreams FC's player, and he really added a lot of thickness in midfield, outplaying the likes of Justice Blaine Timenu.
Che Jamina runs the ball to touch. Quarter of an hour to go. Nations have a throw in. Abrokwa has been solid together with Samuel Oseikufor and Oko Gripman for Nations FC. Today, Christopher Nate, what a good turn. Emmanuel Ano, Calvin Ampofo. Nations loses possession. Kotoko on the move. Isaac Minta here. Poor anticipation. Calvin Ampofo.
Kotoko should have known this better, because from the start of the season, teams always find a way to set up a solid low block just to tame them. And go and watch that game against Young Apostles in Obuasi and the return encounter in Wenchi. Always staying on the low. Kotoko struggling to break through. That top class creativity is not revealing for Kotoko. And the next option should be taking advantage of set pieces and also trying a lot of options from far range. But none is showing over here.
Here comes Albert Amoa, who got a great opportunity in the first half. But was not able to score, same as Che Dramina here. Looks like the motivation playing against Kotoko is always high for the rest of the teams. Bechem United put up a spirited performance against Kotoko at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Nations FC with quality football here against the Porcupine Warriors.
I think the only thing to, or let me say, the only factor you can use to outplay top teams is just quality. Because in terms of numbers, in terms of, class, they have it. But you must use quality to outplay them. And we saw same incident against Bechem and this time Nations FC. But again, Nafu Suleiman loves scoring against Kotoko, and he impacted the game massively. A goal plus an assist in the first half. And gradually, the game is gradually going to the twilight. Kotoko yet to show promises in attack.
Nations FC doing what Kotoko have failed to do today. Quick recovery of the ball whenever they loses it. The rate at which Nations FC presses whenever they want the ball from Kotoko. Kotoko lacking that pressing ability. The relentlessness from Nations FC has not been there for Kotoko.
In Nations' last 5 home games, they lost against Young Apostles, against Mediama, they won by 2-1. A defeat to Edina Stars. They won over Karela Dreams, and now they are chasing the third consecutive victory at home.
The ball boy needs to be protected. Alfonso Atiapa. Here comes the second goal scorer for Nations FC. Now Kevin Ampofo. What a good turn from Emmanuel Akese. Prince Badu for Nations. Abrokwa. Strike from range. Good idea from Abrokwa.
He wanted to take the goalkeeper off guard. And that was a good effort. No impact from Isaac Minta ever since he's been subbed on. And Baba Yaya on and off. Wisdom Bassi. not a good game at all. He impacted the game very well against Bechem United back this afternoon. Always hovering around the wide areas for spaces. But this has been an issue because looking at how Kotoko gave away balls in midfield, it's a problem. Menu, and when Emmanuel Ancho was there, they gave up possession easily.
Cristiano penalty for Nations FC. Protection, very important for the ball boy. Alfonso Atiapa, the referee, signaled the security to protect the ball boy. Kotoko cut offside.
At this point, difficult for Kotoko. Less than 8 minutes to go.
Elsewhere, Heart of Lions are up by 2 goals against Accra Lions. Brekum Chelsea have scored. Bechem United 2-1. Dreams FC and Vision FC's 1-1 draw at the moment. Basake Holy Stars 1, Legon City 0. It is still Hearts of Oak 0, Karela United 0. But here at the Brankase, Nafiu Sulemana and Emmanuel Ano have scored 2 spectacular goals for Nations FC. Kotoko yet to give an answer.
But of course, it's becoming a norm that when Kotoko are down, especially by 2 goals, they do struggle to come back. Nafiu Sulemana with that beautiful control, just trying to take advantage of any fullback assigned to him.
Nafiu Sulemana, Emmanuel Ano, and goalkeeper Rabin Osman Sanon. The man of the match will be difficult to pick. Daniel, who would you pick as your man of the match so far?
Tough one. Looking at Emmanuel Ano, Nafiu Sulemana, Oko Gripman, the goalkeeper Rabin.
Here is Emmanuel Ano. Great save from Frederick Asare. What a player Emmanuel Ano is. Go round Samba O'Neill to get a touch on the ball. But the intervention of goalkeeper Frederick Asare, it would have been 3 goals for Bechem United, for Nations FC.
That would have been a disgrace because how he moved swiftly. It's just an eyesore.
What a chance for Kotoko. Isaac Minta, clear opportunity to make it 2-1.
Watch that move, 1 versus 1. And Emmanuel Ano, my goodness, what a player. You just have to give him his credit. Playing as if he's been here for 4 or 5 seasons. But he's just playing his first season for Nations FC. And he's been an instantaneous hit for the home side.
From Bechem United to Nations FC, whenever Emmanuel Ano gets the ball, I love saying Bechem United instead of Nations FC. The former Bechem United player is tormenting Kotoko here. Abrokwa receives a yellow card. Great defensive partnership with Oko Gripman, Samuel Osekufo.
Nafiu Sulemana, last season, he scored 3 goals in 34 games for Nations FC. But this season, only 24 games. He's recorded his 5th goal of the season. Massive to this player.
Kotoko wanted a free kick. Denied. But here they are a free kick against them. Asante Boahin coming on for Nations FC. Samuel Osekufo. Coming off. Samuel Osekufo, formerly of Bechem United, have been rock solid for Nations FC today. It has been Samuel Osekufo and Razak Simpson all the time at the back for Nations FC. No Razak today. Oko Gripman and Abrokwa partners, the man that has been substituted of Osekufo. Faisal Chawete would have loved to score against Kotoko. His spotlight have been stolen by 2 players in his team, Nafiu Sulemana and Emmanuel Ano. Now here comes Kotoko through Patrick. Asiedu to Fernando. Can Kotoko get one here? Samba, will he shoot? Of course, he does. What a save. Albert Amoa from the rebound misses completely. That could have been 2-1 had the ball from Albert Amoa found the back of the net. It would have injected some activeness into Kotoko. And we know what a goal can do to the confidence of a team. Three maximum points on the horizon for these fans. They are really enjoying themselves. A flick from Nephew. Here comes Chawete. Sulemana.
Tell you what's up, no good in done. Your hustle, I cry about Charlie. I tell you what's up, enjoy the ride.
Samba O'Neill for Kotoko surging forward. Few moments ago, he struck from afar, nearly getting a goal for Kotoko. A good goalkeeping from Rabin Osman Sanon pushed the ball away on the platter for Albert Amoa, but Albert failed to score. Still, Kotoko. Baba Yaya. Minta wasn't able to control. Christopher Nate. Very good performance today for Nations FC. Kwame Yansu for Kotoko. Kotoko pushing forward. They believe they can get a goal. Michael Sefa. Cheidwa when I put in the cross. Still, Kotoko lacking that bite up front. We've done 3 out of the 5 minutes that was added on. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kwame Yansu for Kotoko. Now here's Baba Yaya. Good control from Patrick Asiedu. Patrick shoots. But he's disappointed himself with that strike. Seconds to go. Baba Yaya in disbelief. Victory for Nations FC. What a game they have had today. Came all out in the first half. Dominant display in the first half. Played beautiful football, scored 2 spectacular goals, won the first half totally, doing the tactical work in the second half. The fans of the Porcupine Warriors have had enough and they have to leave early as they believe it is all over. Abrokwa, can Faisal get a goal here? It has been a quiet day for the league's top scorer, Faisal Chawate. Nephew gets the foul. Nafiu Sulemana. What a game for him today. Prosper Nate Ogum, yet again, another defeat. Alfonso Atiapa, the referee, looks at his watch. Abrokwa. This a long one from Kotoko. Minta Tassel for the header. This is Calvin. Now wisdom for Kotoko. Can Kotoko make it 2-1 here? Good goalkeeping. What a game Rabin Osman Sanon has had for Nations FC. Isaac Minta nearly getting a consolation goal for Kotoko. Patrick Asiri with a corner. A good header. And of course, a very good performance from Nations FC has ensured that they've gotten all the 3 points here. Alfonso Atiapa whistles for the end of the game. This man Sulemana Nafiu started it all by scoring what we would describe as the goal of the season contender. A beautiful teamwork. Nafiu Sulemana, the first goal scorer, 10 provider for Emmanuel Ano to score that beautiful second goal. Kotoko were outplayed and defeated in the first half. That same scoreline has been held on by the home side. Kotoko came back spirited in the second half, but still lacking that cutting edge. Once again, Kotoko defeated. Nations FC 2, Kotoko 0.
a back-to-back defeat.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back defeats are not the best. But then we, as a technical staff, we have to encourage the players, irrespective of what is coming from the outside. We are with them. We know what they can do. They are the very people who won who went so many matches unbeaten. So it tells you that they can do it. We just have to sit down and then look at what we can do to reverse the situation.
Coach, tactical in defense, individually we have some personnel that are performing, but collectively